I use this channel to talk a lot about what I think Democrats do wrong, but I'm not afraid to call out Republicans. I'm originally from Kentucky, where they have 2 Republican senators that couldn't be further apart. Senator Rand Paul is the most fiscally conservative senator in the chamber, and Senator Mitch McConnell is essentially a big spending Democrat in many ways. I saw a headline today that said the Senate voted to increase the debt limit by $2 trillion. I thought, how could that be? Minority Leader McConnell promised he wouldn't vote to raise the debt ceiling. But here's the thing, he didn't. So how did the Democrats get around the filibuster? Mitch McConnell and the Democrat Majority Leader Chuck Schumer worked out a deal to suspend the filibuster so that the Democrats could raise the debt ceiling without any Republican votes. And get this, McConnell believes he kept his promise not to raise the debt ceiling. That's how stupid he thinks we are. He allowed the Democrats to raise our debt limit without them having to use the reconciliation process. And when the 2022 midterms come around, he's going to claim that the Democrats did it all alone, and that we should vote the Democrats out of power because they're not fiscally responsible. McConnell has been in Washington for almost 40 years, and in his time there, he's voted to raise the debt ceiling more than 30 times. But next year, he's going to campaign by telling us that he kept his promise and didn't vote to raise the debt ceiling. I'm afraid that he's the kind of politician you think of when you think about the typical lying, scheming politician. It's people like him who make term limits so appealing. But it's also people like him who would never allow term limits to be implemented in the first place. Now, getting back to the debt limit. Have you guys ever been to usdebtclock.org? It's disgusting. Right now we're adding $100,000 to the debt about every 4 seconds. Another $100,000 in debt. Another $100,000 in debt. Another $100,000 in debt. In the time it takes you to watch this short video, our debt will have increased by a few $1,000,000, and soon it will be over $30 trillion. That's $90,000 of debt for every man, woman, and child in America. And the sad part is that the politicians who are creating this massive debt will be long gone by the time we have to pay it back, or it crushes us. We used to live in a society where the adults would do everything they could to protect the children. That's no longer the case. Not only are we taking out loans that our kids or their kids will have to pay back, our political leaders want to force vaccinations onto our children to protect the elderly. Things really are, as they used to say, bass-ackwards. What's even more scary is that our unfunded liabilities, those are things like Medicare, pensions, and Social Security, are growing at an even faster rate than our national debt. USDebtClock.org has our unfunded liabilities at over $160 trillion. And Democrats say we can afford free college and Medicare for all, when clearly we're speeding toward a financial disaster. And as long as we have Republicans like Mitch McConnell leading the party, will it matter which party's in power? It will to a certain extent, I'll admit that. But either way, the future of our country looks bleak. And that's the simple truth. Hey guys, thanks for watching. And if you all want to support this channel, check out the links in the description, and let's keep putting some common sense back into the great debate.